Brought to you by IWCRadio.com. It's the internet's most irreverent wrestling podcast. Now, please welcome Beans, Smoot, Chucks, and Will. This is the IWC.
Hello everyone and welcome to IWC Radio. This is episode 145 and we're coming to you live on youtube.com. I'm your host Martin Nolan and I'm being joined by Smoot, Chucks and Will. How's it going, guys?
Well, this is the last show that I'm doing while I'm 29. So yeah.
Big day's coming up.
Yeah, in fact it's tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So when you say tomorrow you mean it's Sunday?
Sunday on the chamber, yeah.
So it's now officially Sunday here. So
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Hey. Thank you.
So it
You're
is your
officially
30th.
old.
I am.
It's a 30th birthday.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
3-0.
Oh Jesus! Don't.
The big 3-0.
Oh my god.
You know all this winding up that you were doing against me the other week. 3-0.
It's not that bad, Smith, honestly.
Was it a soccer score? Was that like?
No, but it could have been.
It damn well could
Let's see
have
where
been.
you're going with that.
Yeah.
suspicion.
Yeah.
So, have you got anything planned for your big day?
I'm gonna be a part of a stream tomorrow. Not one of my own, but like a trivia night sort of thing. But other than that, not really.
So is that something that you're, if you're anything like me, that sounds like an ideal birthday where you're just doing the stuff you want to do and you're not being like,
30 now, you're not going to be peer pressured into going out drinking.
Yeah.
you're not going to walk into a dark room and wonder if all of a sudden the lights are going to get flicked on about 400 people. Go, surprise!
That's wishful thinking. 400 people.
Well, they're all cardboard cutouts. Don't get me wrong.
Jeez. At the very
You
least.
laugh, that actually happened to me this year.
Oh, really?
What? Cardboard cutouts threw you a surprise party?
No. I was supposed to be going for just a normal sort of meal with a drink with a friend from work. Gets to the place and the whole of work with her.
That's awesome.
I had no
Wow.
idea. But yeah, it was good. Cool.
That's good.
It's good if you like the people you work with.
Yeah, definitely.
I do. I'm saying that in case any of them are listening. But I actually do.
That's all good. So, you have Elimination Chamber that falls on your birthday.
Yeah.
Has anyone else ever had a pay-per-view fall on their birthday?
Oh, clearly. Somebody.
Must have.
Yeah.
No. The 19th.
Actually,
I never have.
Really?
maybe not, because mine's April 15th, so that's too close to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It would be like a week or two after WrestleMania. They wouldn't do something so soon.
No, fuck Josh
Mine's
Matthews.
always the week before the Rumble.
And-
It's the 19th of January. So.
I just...
Mine's always, well, I'm early January, so mine's always way out of a possible pay-per-view.
You could have had New Year's Revolution.
I think it was close if I remember, but
I just read what Ed said in the chat, and no, fuck Josh.
I was just about to
Byron
read that
Saxton,
out.
Josh Matthews giving him a surprise bet. Not even David Otunga.
He'd be the DJ at your birthday party, Josh Matthews, and he would be the best DJ on the planet, Smooth.
Oh my god, no.
According to what comments he made on that video for Impact Wrestling, where breaking news, Josh Matthews considers himself to be the best play-by-play guy in the business.
Well, he
Officially, from his own mouth, he said this. Now, even if you were the best play-by-play in the business, you're a dick if you say you are.
That's true. Jim Ross never said he was. He said that the best of all time was Gordon Solie. He still maintains that, even though clearly not.
Yeah, like anybody with two ears could discern who would be the greatest.
I don't know why he does these things. He...
Cause he's a twat.
Yes.
Mystery solved.
Well, don't hold him back there, Will, but you know. So yeah. That's,
I also have a big day coming up.
When's yours?
Well, not that big day. I just told you it's April 15th.
Tax
Oh, yeah,
day.
you did.
Tax day.
He did, yeah.
I did. I just said that. It's on Easter Saturday this year. No, my wife has been granted her visa, so she's
Hey.
coming here in about a month.
So in other words, she's coming home. She's coming home. Da da da.
Jesus.
Coming home.
Oh man! Just when I thought I had a new irritating song. Rumble.
Yeah, but the best bit is when she actually does come home, you're gonna have Smoot singing that in your head.
I will. Yeah.
Yes.
You've ruined it for me.
This is the greatest. Oh, fuck you, Smoot.
11 years of it. It's ruined it all.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's 2 lives Smoot's ruined tonight. After his constant spamming of messages to me before we started the show.
What are you talking
He
about?
starts going downhill tomorrow. He hits 30, and that's when all the body parts start falling off.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
It's not that bad, Smoot.
Eh,
He's quite cool.
Ed now thinks that you deserve Byron and Josh at your birthday party.
maybe I do. Maybe I do. after
Being
that.
30 means you are as old as the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
And every year,
Yeah, that's quite weird. So you're as old as the Royal Rumble.
yeah, and every year it gets more disappointing, just like me.
And I'm
Yeah.
the same age as WrestleMania.
You're the same age as WrestleMania.
Well, kind of. Well, not really. We're a year behind it, aren't we? Because
Yeah, because the Rumble was 88 when we're all 87, really.
yeah, because this year was the 30th Rumble, not the 30th
Anniversary.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're doing that thing again where they can't count.
yeah. No, they did it
What's-
right this year for the Rumble. It was WrestleMania 25 where they really screwed up.
And
Yeah.
they do it all the time. They tried doing the anniversary thing this year, and then I think they changed it after a while. What actually started in '87? Was it Survivor Series?
Yes, that was the other one. Yeah. it
Yeah.
was.
I think it was Survivor Series. I don't know about SummerSlam. I'm guessing that's must be around the same.
I imagine. Huh.
Let's look it up. We can solve this.
Well,
God.
whilst you're looking that up,
God,
Ed
damn
asked
it.
you a question, Smoot, in the chat.
What did he ask here? Hold on.
He's asking for the return of commentating.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, especially,
You're having an heart attack. then.
especially considering,
Oh my God, he's not going to see his 30th.
especially considering Josh just called himself like the best announcer in the business. Like I got the itch. I got the itch to bring it back.
I thought we were having our own Jerry Lawler moment then.
Oh, God. Oh no.
Live in London.
I was waiting for one of your Rumble videos.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe again. I don't know. Maybe later on I could do another one of those.
It's too late now.
Well, obviously it's too late now.
Just Royal Rumble. Okay. I don't mind being snubbed.
No, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
I said by later you mean next year's Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, clearly.
A lot later.
A lot later.
It's not that far off. It'll soon be Christmas.
It's true. We're already over 10% of the way through the year.
Alright,
my
stop
God.
depressing.
We're well on the road to WrestleMania.
We are on the road to WrestleMania. We're in the fast
WrestleMania
lane.
34.
Let's not run into a roadblock, because that will be the end of the line.
We're not going into WWE cul-de-sac territory again, are we?
Let's do a WWE U-turn.
Oh God,
And we'll end up back in the
does
Rumble
sound
again.
like that. Does sound like a pay-per-view name they would use.
In your house, U-turn.
In my house, I turn. Well, like I go heel on the house plants and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like a special feature we should do here on IWC Radio.
Just us turning heel in our house.
I was thinking more like a video series of Chuck's turning on all his house plants.
What was Chuck shouting at plants?
Yeah.
What, as in fake fans, like the stunt granny? Shout at that plant.
Maybe so. God, we're 10 minutes in and we've not even spoke about anything, but never mind. We've got a few things to run through. Obviously, there was some events on Raw, which we'll be talking about. We've got Elimination Chamber coming up tomorrow night, so we're going to be running through that. A few bits and bobs of the news, so I suppose we will start. I've just seen Smoot put that picture up on the stream. Just to let people know, Smoot has got this in his head where he wants to show me pictures of Mojo Rawley constantly.
No, it wasn't that. It was that paired up with the boing noise in Skype.
Well, I couldn't hear a boing noise,
Yeah, because he probably
At this
muted it
stage.
now.
but yeah, so basically, for some reason, my computer's working against me. Oh, these lot are stitching me up somehow. And every time that I get a link, I get a weird noise sound coming through my computer, which I don't recognize. And I've muted every possible setting, and I'm still getting this noise. So Smoot's finding it hilarious to just spam me with pictures of Mojo Rawley that's making this weird sound effect at the same time. Which basically has took up about 45 minutes of preparation for the show. So there you go. That's the way we prepare for shows here in IWC.
Yeah, apparently.
What a professional job we are. So let's start with some news then. Unfortunately, the first bit of news we have is news that's just breaking in the last few hours, actually. Chavo Guerrero Sr. has sadly passed away at the age of 68. Chavo Guerrero Jr. placed a message online where he said that he was battling liver cancer. He was diagnosed in January this year, so it's only a few weeks back. But yeah, very sad to hear the passing of Chavo Classic. It's a bit before my time, and I suspect any of your time, guys, because the most that I remember him for is really him being involved with Chavo as Chavo Classic on WWE TV a few years back, but I don't know if anyone else has seen any of his other work.
If he's before your time, he's definitely before our time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. I know it. I'm old, all right. I get it.
3-0
Beans
beans.
classic.
3-0 beans. Okay.
But yeah, obviously, a legend of the sport and has a storied history within wrestling way before. Obviously, we saw him playing a semi-comedic character with Chavo in his last tenure. But yeah, sad news really, and thoughts going out to his friends and family.
He's not in the Hall of Fame yet, is he?
I don't believe he is. No.
I think only Eddie is, but that could be a possibility. There's a lot of Guerreros left to go in there.
Mind you, I suppose we're still quite a bit away from the Hall of Fame. It could happen, couldn't it?
Yeah. I think it would be a last-minute thing. I'm sure he wasn't planned, but you just never know. He is one of those names you kind of think has to go in eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's one of those, isn't it, where eventually at some point it's not as if I don't think if he was to go in it'd be questioned in any way the validity of it, if you know what I mean.
Well, I just think the whole family together. You'd imagine Hector, Mando, Gory.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, that's a bit of breaking news and a bit sad, really. But there we go. Some of the other news. The WrestleMania Revenge Tour has added a couple more dates. We have 2 new shows, one taking place on the 4th of May in Glasgow and another on the 5th of May in Cardiff. These are house shows, so it's just the WWE live shows, but they've gone on sale yesterday, I believe, so still chances to grab hold of those. I really wish that they'd put on more, like, in Manchester, because I always feel that Manchester gets the November slot and it never gets anything on the earlier ones.
Yeah. Cardiff often gets at least one a year. I've stopped going lately. I really should hit another one soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting to one. So yeah, check out. I'm gonna say they'll be on Ticketmaster those, won't they? So
Yeah.
yeah. So if you hit up Ticketmaster, you should find some more details.
Definitely worth a look.
That's it really for the main headlines from this week. We've got a few events that took place on Raw. Do you know what was really weird? Before we did this show, because I have a memory like a sieve at the minute, I was just having a look through and I thought I'll just have a check of what happened on Raw just in case anything jogged my memory. And I didn't realise I clicked on a site that was doing a recap on Raw and I didn't look at the date properly. And it took me until the second segment for me to realise that I was actually reading one from about 6 weeks ago.
I bet it could have been any Raw in the last 3 years and you wouldn't have known the difference.
It started off with Mick Foley coming out and Stephanie accusing Mick of not doing his job right. And it had a picture of Stephanie shouting at Mick, which looks exactly the same as what happened on Raw. And when I scrolled down, it had Goldberg going face-to-face with Kevin Owens because it was Goldberg coming out announcing that he was going to be in the Rumble. It's just like, hang on a minute.
Oh my god.
This isn't the right Raw. But obviously, it had pretty much the same segment. So There we go. I just thought it was quite comical how I managed to pick that Raw where it was the same format. I'm getting really bored of Stephanie McMahon.
Getting?
I hate the way that she argues with Mick. And the way she said, I know I've said this numerous times, but every time she says Monday Night Raw, it just grates me like a dentist drill.
Because she has to really growl it. Monday Night Raw.
And it's just like, oh, shut up.
I think you're all mad.
Like Steph, you're a big fan.
Tell us something we don't know, but you know.
No, the more Steph, the better.
No,
job on the creative team.
It's one of those where obviously she does great work, but I also think that they could do a little bit more to handle the character better. I'm fed up with accusing Mick of not doing his job. I just keep thinking, why doesn't Mick just turn around and say, I'm not fucking stupid. It's obvious what you're doing.
Also, the Raw that you picked out, the one where she was accusing him of not doing his job right, I'm guessing it's the one where Taker came back.
Probably. Yeah, that was one.
Because she was saying, you're not doing your job, kind of, I'm going to do your job review. You've been doing good, you've been doing bad, I'm kind of on a knife edge, and it all hinges on whether or not Taker shows up. And Foley was saying, he will be here. Trust me. And she was saying, I don't really trust you. We'll see. If he shows up, then you'll be all right. And he showed up, which means Foley's judgment is obviously very good. And yet now we're still in that same storyline. He proved himself exactly what she wanted him to do. And every week we're still, I don't really trust your judgment. You're not doing a great job here.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where I feel like they're drawing it out a little bit because I've heard stories that Mick might want to take a bit of time off, and obviously it looks like the writing's on the wall for his position as GM.
Yeah, he's going to have surgery, isn't
he? Yeah, so obviously they're putting something in place, but it's like it seems like it's not sure when it's going to be happening. So they just kind of keep dragging it along a little bit and just bringing it back to the same point every time when they want to. And it'll all look great when it all comes to a head in probably 3 months' time or whatever. and they'll do a video package where they can take snippets from each one of them and make him look like the worst general manager ever. But as a weekly show, continuous, it is frustrating. And I'm getting so bored of Stephanie, the authority figure on TV, doing the same things constantly.
Yeah, I agree. And you could say the same thing about Braun Strowman, right back to squashing the jobbers and saying, Foley, I want competition. He was doing that months ago.
Mm.
You could say the same about the Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho tension. Like, they keep teasing a little something here and there, and then they're best friends again. But then they say something that kind of makes you think maybe not. Then they're just friends again.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's just a victim of being on TV for so long with so much content as well. But I just think sometimes it can be handled a little bit better.
Ed in the chat says that he'd be stunned if Mick isn't replaced the night after Mania. Do you think maybe it's time for a new person that isn't Mick Foley?
I wouldn't be surprised, and it probably is a good time to do it. And to be honest, if they're gonna do that, then I'd imagine it'd probably be Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
You think?
That would be a good pick, yeah.
Yeah, I could see it, because I think that might be a good way for him to be back involved with WWE, be on the road for a bit, see how things are, and then it might give the opportunity for him to have a match without him just randomly coming out and just, creating a match for a Mania or something. I think they might use him that way, really.
I wouldn't want... If I was Triple H, I wouldn't want Steph working so closely with Kurt.
Yeah, that could be dangerous. He does have the 3 eyes, though.
He does.
I wonder if he'd ever go back to that. If he came out on Raw, do you think he would actually play off it at some point? Or is he just going to come back as the wrestling machine that he was when he left?
Yeah, I think that's more like he's going to be more of a legend now than... But then you never know, someone might mention it. It's the kind of thing Chris Jericho would say.
Yeah, 3 eyes, and then the last one will be idiot.
Stupid idiot, exactly.
Yeah, that could really work, that, yeah.
It could. Or
Okay.
Angle will make a decision and he'll just say, I thought you were supposed to preach intelligence. That was a stupid idiot decision. It's the kind of thing Jericho would say.
Yeah.
Mm.
And he's been around long enough to remember that.
Yeah.
Not many guys on the roster right now.
As we saw on Raw when he spoke to Goldberg, when he mentioned that he never liked him.
Yeah. And we all thought, I know what you're talking about. I heard that story.
Edge just put, the night after Raw, Mick will find an open milk glass container, I think he means, on a table with a gold medal next to it. I hope he doesn't just leave his gold medal around with glasses of milk anywhere.
Yeah, what's that? He was
Although I have
drinking the
heard...
milk and looking at his medal and then got distracted and just...
and just walked off. Ooh, something shiny. So, I'm going to say I heard as well in the past that Kurt actually did get his gold medal stolen, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah, he did. He left it in his bag, I think, when he was doing an appearance for WWE and someone took it.
Crazy. Did he ever get it back?
He did. It was the real one, the actual Olympic one, and he did get it back, but I can't remember how. It's been a long time since I read that book.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm asking you, and I've read the book as well, and I've completely forgotten. Yeah, never mind. So a few things from Raw then. Goldberg has accepted Brock Lesnar's challenge for a match at WrestleMania, and he also has got himself a title opportunity at Fastlane against Kevin Owens. So, the question is, will Goldberg and Brock Lesnar be for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania?
Yes.
Is that unanimous?
I think so.
It seems like the way they're going. That's the rumor.
Yeah, it's hard to not see the writing on the wall here, you know?
Yeah, I think it's been the same with a lot of it, really. I mean, the same kind of thing is coming out with the, prediction of Bray Wyatt winning the championship tomorrow night, just so it's Orton and Wyatt, at WrestleMania as well. I do wonder whether there's going to be a curveball in it. Edge just thought that it feels like Lesnar will screw Goldberg like Goldberg screwed Lesnar in 2004.
Possibly.
Which is possible. But also, if that does happen, then also you have to kind of question the intelligence of Lesnar, the character. Because why would you
He's
screw
costing
Goldberg?
himself a belt, yeah.
Yeah, because if Goldberg wins the title, great, he gets an opportunity for the championship at WrestleMania. If he screws him, then he's just got to face Goldberg. So, storyline-wise, I can understand it to a degree, but on the other side of it, it makes no bloody sense. Because back when Goldberg screwed Lesnar out of the championship, that was when one of them was on Raw and one was on SmackDown, so there was no kind of guarantee of a championship match between them as such. It was just like, it was one of the, what did they call them? The brand, what did they call them when they had Raw versus SmackDown on the, like, big
Brand-
cards?
Bragging rights?
No, just the name of the match.
Oh, the interpromotional cross-brand clash.
Yeah.
For bragging
I
rights.
knew that they gave it a phrase.
For bragging rights.
For bragging rights.
So, did anyone have any particular thoughts on this segment? I particularly liked Goldberg putting his name on the list.
I liked how that got a really big heel reaction when he took the clipboard.
Yeah.
But then when he gave it back, everyone popped.
Because they thought he was gonna like break it or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I kind of did too. I thought it was going to be one of those babyface dickery moments.
Yes. But
No, he respected the list and, well, enough not to break it. Just put his name on it and that was it. Like, yay.
I thought he was quite clever in how he played it up as well, because he knew the crowd was behind it, so when he shouted afterwards, like, I'm on the list, you knew that it'd get a big reaction.
Yeah.
I've got to praise Goldberg, though. Apart from, headbutting locker room doors and things, his promos have been pretty spot on since he's come back.
Yeah, that was that 1 week. But... yeah, he's been good. He's also been the best booked guy since he came back. Like, he's the only guy with a WrestleMania match and now a Fastlane match.
yeah.
Both
Yeah.
really big deals. Not even the champion, Kevin Owens, doesn't have that.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
Triple H doesn't have that. Cena doesn't have that.
I kind of feel like with the whole Goldberg Owens match, like Owens with the title has been kind of playing the back seat since this entire time with him and Jericho doing the thing. Like the belt has been like not first and foremost, you know? It's been mostly like silly antics with Jericho. Are they still friends? Are they still not friends? Stuff like that.
But then the pay-per-views haven't fallen for him.
Also true. Yeah.
Because, like, the Rumble, he's not going to main event over the Rumble. Then there was there something, what was in December for him?
TLC?
He did something.
No, what's
Was
up?
it TLC? No, that was SmackDown.
Yeah.
He did something else.
Roadblock?
First, Roadblock End of the
Roadblock.
Line.
Yeah.
What did he do at Roadblock End of the Line?
Uh,
Anyway, before that, it was Survivor Series, so he's not going to do anything there, right?
yeah.
So yeah, the focus has kind of been on other things.
Yeah. And then if Goldberg does have the title, he's heading into a match that he's beaten a guy like twice now. Is it really going to matter for the rubber match for the title if this is like the end all be all between Goldberg and Lesnar? Like, like if he does have the belt heading into it, who would need it most? Is it Lesnar or Goldberg?
Well, I'm
You
guessing
can't-
Goldberg isn't coming back. Not for a while, anyway.
Well, the thing is, isn't there somewhere reporting that Goldberg is actually booked for the Raw after WrestleMania?
I'd imagine so.
And also, I think I'm sure someone mentioned something about him possibly being on the UK tour as well.
Wow, that'd be huge.
I don't know. I'm sure I heard it somewhere or I saw it somewhere. It doesn't. Obviously, it's could be Chinese whispers for all I know. But
Did you say Chinese whispers?
Yeah, that's a phrase.
That is not a
Is
phrase. That's not. Ed, back me up on this. That's not a phrase.
that is a phrase.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's a game here. I'm sure you've just got a different name for it, where you whisper something into someone's ear and then like it goes down a line.
That's the
and you
telephone
whisper
game.
something- It's what?
It's the telephone game.
That's a lame name for it.
Chinese
I
whispers
prefer our
sounds racist.
Politically incorrect version.
You're playing a racist game.
We are playing.
It's not.
That's true.
It's by
see,
no
Ed,
way
yeah.
meant.
Look at what Ed said.
To
Chinese
be-
whispers, that sounds racist.
Okay, well, the Wikipedia article is headline Chinese whispers or telephone in the United States.
Right.
One takes priority.
Yeah, alphabetically.
Alphabetically. No, that's just what it's called.
Look, it's happened. It's been said. I'm going to say it again. It's like Chinese whispers. So,
Okay. Apparently, the game is also known as Russian Scandal.
Oh my god.
I don't know if that's any better.
Oh my god.
that sounds like a WWE Studios film with Lana.
Using the phrase Chinese whispers suggested a belief that the Chinese language itself is not understandable.
Oh my god.
Oh, dear. Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Apparently, no one can understand it, assuming not even the Chinese. Difficulty of understanding a language is also captured in older idioms, such as "it's all Greek to me." So, it's not just the Chinese; it's also the Russians and Greeks.
That's not as bad as calling
Well,
it Chinese whispers.
We're offending nations on an unprecedented level. at the minute,
Apparently.
but there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're British. It's okay. Put the kettle
Trump's America.
Oh Jesus.
on. So I do apologise if that offended anyone. It was by no way meant to offend anyone. Especially you, Smoot. I wouldn't like to think that I've offended you.
No, it's fine. I'm making sure you're okay. I'm looking out for you.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Stop spamming me. So, I've forgotten what I was going to say. So, so Goldberg might be doing more appearances afterwards, which might actually suggest that he may retain the title if it is a championship match. In which case, is Lesnar ever going to get his win back?
I mean, they could
Okay.
pull the
I
whole.
got the noise then, Smooth. Thanks.
No
for that.
problem. They could pull the whole. I didn't win the title, but Stephanie came up to me and was like, "How about another title run?" Like the night after Mania.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
But how could he have another shot? Because we all know that the Universal Championship runs through the Royal Rumble.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Oh, that locker room door's got a lot to answer for.
That should be his match at WrestleMania.
The door.
Versus the locker room door.
And you know what? That'll be the end of Goldberg because he'll just go through it.
Not if he gets a concussion first, and then blame.
No, he'll just literally walk up to the door and then go through it, and that'll be it. We'll never see him again.
Maybe after the door will win, we'll get a push.
Yeah. Give Goldberg a CTE or whatever.
What is happening?
And then he'll blame it on the fans for his screw up.
Yeah, he was framed.
You guys, you really caught me off guard here.
I love how anytime anyone does that as an impression, he sounds more and more pissed every time that someone says it. Hey, you guys really threw me off right there.
Like, come on, dude. The crowd wasn't the one that fucking headbutted a door. What are you doing?
I'd have just blamed it on the guy that ripped his shirt off.
Oh, jeez. God. I
I
legitimately...
was going to come out here and talk about the Royal Rumble, but that dude just ripped his shirt off.
See, that would have been a lot better. That would have
Well,
taken...
he might have done that if he weren't concussed.
Didn't know where he was.
Yeah.
That's what Cena would have done. That's what Cena always does.
Yeah.
Reference a fan.
Cena would have looked and he goes, "Oh, this crowd's rowdy tonight, but not as rowdy as that guy." And I'd still want to kill him. Oh dear. So, did anyone see? I know this is a bit of a tangent, but just because you mentioned John Cena, did anyone see Talking Smack?
No.
No, I've missed the last few Talking Smack.
I heard,
Apparently,
I heard...
on this Talking Smack, they put Cena just really apparently destroyed a segment.
He also destroyed a segment of the fan base.
And of WWE history, but there we go. Nikki Bella apparently got attacked on Talking Smack by Natalya.
Yeah.
And then they had John Cena come on afterwards.
Oh, no.
He
And
didn't give a shit.
And he didn't give a... He came on and just like... Apparently no-sold it, but then acted a bit jokey about it, and then... apparently it was really weird.
That's even worse.
Exactly, yeah. From what I heard
No,
about
he
it,
just got
I
beat
haven't
up.
seen it myself, but from when I heard people talking about it, honestly, it sounded atrocious. Because he was just like trying to palm it off like she was her own woman and she's doing her own thing kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, but like we're trying to play off that she's nearly been carted off to hospital holding her neck kind of thing.
Yeah, she's an independent woman.
And he apparently like they showed him the footage while he was on it, and he apparently he was like, "Ooh, that looked like it could have hurt," or something like that. And it's just like, what?
I wonder if I could pull that up. You guys...
It sounds like something we should watch before the pay-per-view, because you know it'll make all the storylines make sense.
I wanted to play it over the stream, but you guys can't hear it, unfortunately. Damn it.
Are we about to get like thrown off YouTube?
No, I won't do it. I'll try. I'll watch it after the stream, after the show. But it would have been something.
So, yeah.
It would have been something to see, and it was just like to Brian and Renee, like, "Wow, you guys really caught me off guard here with that Nikki news." Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, you didn't tell me this show was rowdy.
Christ.
Riled up. That's what he likes to say, isn't it?
How about that?
Riled
All
up.
riled
They're all riled up.
How about that big hoss James Ellsworth? That was another thing that apparently happens. Like that's what they called him, Big Hog, I think.
Big
Oh
hog?
God!
Yeah.
Not even
No,
Hoss?
no, I heard this as well.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan said that everyone backstage calls him the Big Hog, or something like insinuated that he had a large penis.
Well, yeah, we got that. Cheers, Beans.
Yeah.
Well, I was just making sure.
Just making sure.
Seems Beans caught
That's
Chuck's
what
off
I've been
guard.
suggesting the whole time. Daniel Bryan, in fact, on Talking Smack, they were talking about how James Ellsworth could be with Carmella, and he was like, "Well, maybe he's bigger than we thought."
Wow.
Yeah, well, he kind of continued that train of thought apparently.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, sounds like we need to watch Talking Smack, to be honest.
Yes.
We do. It was always so good. Every time I do watch SmackDown and Talking Smack, they are the best shows of the week. But I don't know. I'm stuck in the 2014-15 mentality of it just doesn't matter.
I hate that.
Really difficult to kind of get the motivation to watch it.
I hate that it's after 205 Live.
Yeah, they really need to sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to. Yeah, you're watching SmackDown, you've got an hour's show or something else, and then you're supposed to just reflect back on SmackDown, and they don't reference 205 Live on it, and it's just a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Ideally, you'd want 205 Live before SmackDown to be live on the network, but it just sounds like it causes chaos for actual filming purposes. So,
I don't see how that can be true.
well, I think it's just more the TV side of it because they would have to put SmackDown on an hour later on TV, and also
They just start the show an hour earlier.
yeah, but if they did 205 Live before it, then the network would be on at like 5 p.m. or something, or
It's
4
on the
p.m.
network. It's on demand.
No, I mean for the people that are actually going to the arena. It'll be on before people probably be able to get there after work.
I thought they did Talking Smack while 205 Live being taped.
Yeah, they probably do.
I'm
But
not
even so, it's just the fact that it's on. You know, if you're watching SmackDown, you don't care about 205 Live. You have to wait an hour for Talking Smack,
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
and then people aren't interested. So anyway, what else did we have on Raw? Oh, we had a wonderful update on Seth Rollins' injury, which really wasn't an update.
Yeah.
It was just his
Yeah, we saw
Twitter
nothing.
account, which told us exactly the same thing that happened as soon as the news broke. So
Yeah.
well done, WWE. Do not promote the fact that you're going to be giving us an update when
The
you're not.
update on his injury was that he is injured.
Yeah. How do you not know the status of your own talent? Like, come on.
Well, no,
They
they
should have
do.
done-
They just don't want to declare anything at this point, do they?
Yeah.
They should have done what they did with Sasha, flying her around city to city
Oh,
to get
God.
checked out by a
Oh
doctor.
my
You need
god.
to ice it.
Oh my
I've just got this
God.
image now that they should do a segment where all the WWE talent are just in the back with ice on their ankle.
Jesus. Here,
That would be a great way to re-debut Kurt Angle.
here, have a Z-Pack.
Oh God. So apparently the update on his injury is that it is a 7 to 8 week recovery time.
And how far away is WrestleMania? 7 to 8 weeks?
It is, yeah. Basically, I think they worked it out that from when they made the statement, it was the fact that if it was 8 weeks, he would be ready 4 days before Mania.
Yeah,
It was.
I'm guessing that's what they'll do then.
So they are still hoping. I think that's why they played a bit stum on it and not really gone into much detail. And also they had a few comments on Raw where they were talking about him missing WrestleMania. So they've put that out there, but they've not confirmed anything. I suppose they're going to wait for a few weeks just to see how his recovery's going, and then hopefully they'll be able to start building Seth and Triple H for Mania. But if not, then they've still got a bit of time to change things around.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, just for Seth's sake, that he is going to be fit for Mania, because if he misses out on another one, that's pretty unfortunate.
I think, as you said last week, Chuck, if it is going to be him and Triple H knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's not as if he's in there with, like, Lesnar.
It is. It's
Yeah,
just a shame to think that they might have a match that's going to be a bit subpar because they're going to have to take it easy.
Well, yeah.
If it's gonna be 8 weeks, and we have about 8 weeks, and whatever, I don't know, things can be faster, slower, whatever, but he's gonna be almost there. Like, the worst case scenario is he's still gonna be nearly there. So even if he is 90% or something, they're still gonna be able to do a lot of stuff. They can strap him up, give him injections, whatever, like get him through that one night. And then he can take 6 months off if he needs to. I'm sure he's going to go all out. Triple H, yeah, he'll be able to protect him.
Yeah, it's one of
walk
them
around
where
it.
I mean, the thing is as well, you don't want something to go horrifically wrong at Mania either. You know, it's just one of them where you think, you know, I'm sure they wouldn't do it anyway, but if they were looking, you know, you don't want him to push himself to the point where he has a massive injury or something goes terribly wrong at Mania, and then it's an even bigger kind of embarrassing situation when you're not able to continue. I mean, you think back to like SummerSlam with Finn Balor with his shoulder. I mean, he popped his shoulder right back in and still managed to have this match where it wasn't particularly obvious what happened, but he managed to finish it. But with Seth, it's his leg and his knee. So if you know, like if it's your arm and your shoulder, you can work around it to a degree because you're still mobile. But if you do something bad to your knee mid-match,
Yeah.
you're pretty screwed on what you can do. So,
But then it's also he's 8 weeks from being cleared, for being okay to compete, 100% all good. So
hopefully,
even
yeah.
if he is like a couple of weeks off, he's still going to be walking on it, training to a degree, I'd imagine. I'm sure, I think he'll be all right for a night. And
Yeah.
I'm calling it now. Hashtag calling it now. Whatever happens, they will do a spot with the fake knee injury, just like what you're saying. He's gonna do like a backflip out of a pedigree counter or whatever, land on his feet, and then the knee will blow.
Yeah, feign the knee
Triple
injury.
H will throw him off the stretcher and do that whole thing, just to make you think that that's all over.
To be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if he came back on the Raw before WrestleMania, and then Triple H destroyed him on the Raw before it, so that he could walk into it with the usual like bandage that's half the size of his leg for
Love
the
that
match. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully, I mean, at first, obviously, when you first saw the images and the news broke, you were thinking, it's the same as last time. He's going to be out for at least 6 months. So even the remote chance that he's got a possibility of being at Mania has got to be, it's got to be the positive, really. So, for fingers crossed, he can make it, really. So, Ed's just sort dude, don't be throwing round rolls rumors about the Raw before Mania because I got a ticket for that one.
Oh, it's going to be a good one.
Sorry,
Maybe
Ed.
not as good as
Yeah,
the Raw after, but I'm sure the Raw before will be loaded.
yeah, it should do everything to get you in the mood for it. So why not? Yeah, at least you'll be guaranteed to probably see your usual suspects of Undertaker and Triple H and
Lesnar and Goldberg, I'd imagine,
yeah, for another contract signing.
Unless they do that really lame thing of just showing a video package of one of the big matches. I'm guessing they won't, but man, that suck.
Oh, now you put that into Ed's head. You should put Ed's head. Ed's head. He's just also said Roman Reigns 3-hour spot fest. That could happen as well.
Well, you never know.
Speaking of Roman Reigns, he had a match on Raw against Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe versus Samoan Joe.
Roman versus Samoan. Who is also a Samoan.
Joey Samoa.
You know they didn't mention that at all?
Joey Samoa.
They didn't mention that Roman Reigns was also Samoan. There was no, Samoan versus Samoan talk.
Blood versus
blood. I think they're trying to keep things fairly understandable.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're going into complicated territory.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, if he come, look, it'd be all well and good, but it'd be like bloody what's his face, Baron Saxton that sit there going, "Hey, it's a Samoan Joe versus Samoa Joe,"
and then you can just say that Roman Reigns is actually called Joe.
And then Graves would just be like, "Shut up, Byron."
Yeah. God, I love Corey Graves.
It is great when he tells Byron to shut up.
He just does it with so much meaning as well.
Yeah.
Like he actually does feel these things.
Yeah.
I really kind of want to know what Baron Saxton's like actually outside of wrestling, whether he's as goofy as that in real life, like he was on the road trip show that they do.
Probably.
So, I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah,
Okay.
Samoa Joe had a pay-per-view style match on Raw. I was quite surprised to see it. Don't know what you guys thought about it.
And he won with a Joe Bottom.
Joe Bottom.
Joe Bottom.
Oh dear. I hope he calls it that.
I hope he doesn't.
I hope he does. No, I heard people talking as well about the possibility of Roman Reigns turning heel for a program with The Undertaker. And also the fact that he lost to Samoa Joe on Raw, because normally before people turn heel, they like to lose all the time. Do you think that that's a possibility moving forward now?
For who? For Reigns?
For Reigns to turn heel now that he's losing to people?
Yeah, that is very possible.
Mm.
It would also make sense because I mean that was a big match to give away, and I know they did a slightly dodgy finish, but you'd think that maybe that's something they'd want to make a big deal of down the line. So maybe that's with that in mind too.
Possibly. I'll have to see. I don't know if we've got anything else from Raw. I don't know if there's anything else that anyone wanted to mention. Or
Yeah, the highlight of Raw this week. I'm going to let you have a little guess.
me a little guess.
Yeah, what do you think the best moment of Raw was this week?
I'm going to say that it is the Festival of Friendship.
That may be the highlight of next week. But the highlight of Raw this week was that that great little segment where all of the cruiserweights came out, interrupting Austin Aries. And Aries says, "Oh look, here's Tony Nese's abs."
Yeah, what was up with that? What was up with that?
Uh,
I don't know, it's just Austin Aries being the greatest man that ever lived.
Apparently.
oh, and he didn't actually say anything either, did he, Tony Nese?
No, he wasn't allowed because he has no personality.
Jesus.
Ed also suggested when you were saying what the greatest moment of Raw was, Ed in the chat just shouted in capitals, Emelina.
Emelina, yeah, that's true. Again,
So
that'll be
yeah,
the
apparently she is going to be making a debut next week on Raw, like we haven't seen this before.
Yeah, it's not been happening for like the last 6 years.
Yeah.
So
She might
Corey's got all excited again.
Shit. Oh God. Yeah.
I hope he does the Eva Marie gimmick where he tells the other guys to be quiet while she's walking out.
Probably.
It's another excuse for him to tell Byron to shut up.
Any excuse to say that. And you don't normally need an excuse, to be honest. Ed's just put Emelina will debut live via satellite.
God.
But we've been so good.
Was that supposed to be an impression of Emelina?
It's an excellent impression of Emelina.
And I think you should continue this impression.
I can't do it. I mean, I can, and it would be great, but I don't think it would be right. Not with all of the accusations of racism we've had so far.
I've got a feeling they're gonna pull something different with this, so I've got a feeling they might be trying to do something like they did with Brodus Clay.
She's going to be the
She's gonna
funkette.
come out. She again doing that little arm dance like she used to.
No, I don't know.
Music.
I don't know, it just seems a bit too obvious what to do, and I think there's something planned there.
Well, I just don't know what the gimmick is. She's going to show up and what? Just wrestle? Or
Well,
be a model? She's going to take some Instagram photos? Or what?
It's
What
the
is
day before Valentine's Day as well, so bright sparks. They've thought Emelina would look good on Valentine's Day. We could do some horrific segment with that.
I guess. I don't like the name change. Emelina's not a name, and it makes me think of Melina, which everything's a disappointment.
Fair enough. But yeah, it doesn't read right. I'd rather it just be Emma.
You okay, Will?
You're right over there.
He's spamming me again, and now he's got a picture of Goldberg.
That's what I'm laughing at.
He looks like he's got, like, if the camera panned out, I'd expect him to have a baby in his arms, and he's like doing silly faces to it.
It's actually a door. You can't see it.
It's one of those photos of Goldberg where it looks like he's got no teeth.
Crazy old man Goldberg. Walking through the park, randomly spears someone.
Grandad Bill.
Grandpa Goldberg.
Granddad Bill.
Oh dear. So then, we have Elimination Chamber tomorrow night, and I think we should be doing some predictions.
Oh god, predictions. Let's rustle some papers. That was a weak rustling.
That-
There you go. It was a little better, but not as good as my old notepad.
Sounded like you just grabbed a novel.
It's on the stream there. There you go.
All of it in the top corner also has hashtag Goldberg.
That really annoys me. They keep changing the hashtag during the show.
Yeah.
Hate that. Hate that in Raw. Cole tells us we can join in the conversation using hashtag.
And then they have to validate themselves by having the #1 trend on Twitter is the one from the previous segment in the next segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, while, you know.
I always like the ones where something else is actually trending, but they have to change it on screen to fit the verbiage. Like, we'll call, I don't know, something about belt, and they'll change it to title, or they correct a spelling mistake. I think it was thinking Josh Matthews with 2 T's, and they changed it to 1. Something like that. They do that occasionally. Anyway, right, so, prediction. Have we got music going?
Yeah, the music's going, yes.
Okay, I can't hear it, but great. Da-da-da-da-da. No, wrong one.
Think ball music.
Oh yeah, that Val Venus music.
There you go.
Okay, should we start with the pre-show?
Sure.
I think we should start with the pre-show. Smoot, what match was that? Have you got a visual aid for us or something?
It is Mojo Rawley versus Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, for God's sake.
It is Mojo Rawley versus Kurt Hawkins. I also want to point out that on this show, very nearly everyone on the SmackDown roster who isn't injured is in a match. I think Kane is injured, so he doesn't count. There's like Jack Swagger and the Big Hog
Oh my god.
and Carmella, and that's about it. Everyone else is on there. Vaudevillains are on there, Ascension's on there, Kurt Hawkins and Mojo Rawley's on there.
I think they're just padding it out, really, aren't they?
They really are.
Ed in the chat saying that he's not hearing the music, Smoot. I don't know if that's anything on your side.
I blame Skype if you can't hear the music.
I can kind of hear it in the background behind you.
Yeah, I can too.
How about now? I would have to like really shout.
Oh,
Well, whatever.
never mind. Instead of having music, then we'll just have glorious images. Unfortunately, one of them is of Mojo Rawley. I can't believe we're about to discuss this match.
Embrace it, Beans.
Do you know what? I'm calling him. The last few weeks when I've seen him, he's been quite okay in my book. I'm just scared that at any moment he's just going to shout "Choo Choo Playboy Sucker" or
Choo-choo
something.
Playboy. And do his hammer dance.
Yeah, you better not do that dance.
Yeah.
So, this is a match between Mojo Rawley and Kurt Hawkins.
Yes. 2 former partners of Zack Ryder.
Like, honestly, who sat down and thought that this was a bright idea?
They probably looked through the roster and saw that everyone else was booked. And figured, well, what else are we going to do?
That's fine. Let's just have 7 matches, shall we?
They need to fill a show. The pre-show match is for custody of Zack Ryder. Yep, that's exactly what's going on here. So let's get some predictions. I'm saying Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rolly too.
Okay.
Oh,
If you can hear me at all, Hawkins.
Oh, what's going on?
why would you pick Hawkins?
Because he hasn't won a match.
I'm not going to either.
I was just gonna say that doesn't mean anything.
In fact, it means the opposite.
Mojo Rawley.
Okay. Well, with that match out of the way, we can move on to the main show.
Thank you.
Let's do... Where do you want to start? Let's start with the 2-on-1 handicap between Dolph Ziggler and Cruz Listo.
The match that makes not much sense.
No.
Yeah, why
So
is this one
Ziggler
happening?
lost in no time at all to Apollo Crews, right? And his reward is to now face Apollo Crews again with a tag partner.
And it doesn't make sense because it's two baby faces versus a heel.
That sucks too, yeah.
So all I can think of is this match is designed so that Ziggler can beat them both, and they just make Ziggler look better.
He needs all the help he can get. Is that your prediction?
I'll say that's my
I'm
prediction.
gonna say Ziggles.
Yeah, I'll go with Ziggler too. Don't know why, but
Either that or he just loses and goes mad with a chair again.
Smoot?
I'll go with Ziggler as well. Fuck it.
Ziggler as well.
He's a heel.
He is. He's heel Ziggler.
Doesn't mean he'll win.
I'm predicting Crulisto.
Damn
I
it!
think the other guys are gonna win.
Ah, jeez. All right.
How about Rumble winner Randy Orton
Oh my God.
taking on his brother Luke Harper?
gotta be Orton, surely.
Yeah, I'll go with Orton.
Is it Orton all round then?
I'll go with Orton.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Unless, with these Wyatt rumors, he could win the title, and Luke Harper beats Randy Orton, and that's his claim to getting a title match as well. So it's a three-way at WrestleMania.
This is true.
Could happen.
I'm tempted to start picking these kind of wild things just to kind of see if I can, like,
I'll let you change if you want to.
no, it's okay. With Smoot making silly predictions like Kurt Hawkins, I feel I'm safe from being last.
Fuck you, Beans.
Okay, now we come to the toilet break. We got Becky Lynch and Mickie James.
So, hang on, this is your toilet break match?
Well, look, I'll be honest. Usually,
Stop putting Mojo Rawley on the fucking screen! You've got plenty of wonderful graphics that you can use, and you put that mug on there.
Interestingly enough, that was the one that Will has not assembled.
Sorry, Smoot, you're really low. I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's howling off. Yes, he has.
He really has gone. I think he's messing with things.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, there he is.
I haven't done anything.
Well, you're having a battle with your computer by the sound of it. Okay.
The Ziggler handicap match might also be the toilet break. Yes, Ed. In fact, I
As
think,
might be the Nikki Bella and Natalia.
well,
as
you
might
may
be the tag
safe
team
just
turmoil.
staying in the toilet for most of the show.
As might be Mojo Rawley. As
Yeah.
might be a Cena win.
Yeah, no, as I was going to say, to be honest, I tend to go to the toilet during the video packages. So I don't think any actual match will be the toilet break match, but, you know, it's what we say. You've also just ruined my joke. I was going to say this is the toilet break match for all 3 women's matches. But you've just made that joke now, so I can't anymore.
I do apologise.
It's fine, don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's go to
I'm
my...
sure you'll think up another one.
Yeah, it's my B material instead. So, Becky, Mickey, what's the consensus?
The return of Mickey James. I'm going to pick Mickey James.
Oh, okay.
So am I.
Smoot's not talking, but he is typing.
I'm getting nothing from him.
Becky.
Becky. Because Mickey's gone off the rails lately. Or onto the rails.
Why is that? That's how I imagine Chuck's talking to someone if he was sharpening a knife.
Sharpening a knife?
Like you're about to kill him, like that.
Oh, I thought I was ready to like carve a chicken or something.
Carve chicken.
That's when I usually sharpen my knives before I do some cooking or after. Anyway, I'm also going for Becky because I just don't think this Mickey James thing is a long-term thing.
Really?
Mickey.
Yeah, she might stick around a while, but I don't.
Mickey's enhancement
I just get
talent.
She's what?
She's enhancement talent.
Yeah, exactly. She's not there to be the star, whereas Becky is. So, let's stick with the Divas theme.
Divas?
Yeah, I'm still calling them Divas.
Oh, rude.
Yeah.
Sexist pig.
Trump's America, I tell you. So this, I guess, is for custody of John Cena.
Oh dear.
Natalia told us this week that she could have been with Cena.
I'm not being funny, but you know on SmackDown when they had them doing like the face-to-face thing, the video package, whatever, split screen malarkey?
Yeah. What?
Yes, no?
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, I
Alright, sorry, I thought I'd lost everyone then. So yeah, did anyone think that Natalia didn't look human?
I didn't see it. I would need to see some pictures. I'm always happy to see pictures of Natalia.
She looked plastic to me. I don't know. I thought she looked really odd. I don't mean that to sound rude. I just think she looked like she either had surgery or she had more makeup on than is humanly possible. And also, Nikki Bella annoyed me with her usual talking over someone else and just the usual way of her doing a promo.
Okay, so an article was written on sportswiki.com that says Nikki Bella attacked by Natalia after SmackDown, career in jeopardy.
Well, yeah, and then John Cena just went, "Ooh, that looked like it hurt."
Nikki Natalia, what's everyone thinking?
I go Nikki.
Nikki.
I'm gonna say Natalia, just because I think they're gonna play up on Nikki getting a revenge at Mania. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know actually.
Oh, I've written it now. You've got to go with Natalia.
Oh, screw it. I'll go with Natalia. What the hell?
I'm going with Nikki anyway, so that's probably the best thing for you. Yeah, Divas team. Alexa Bliss defending against.
Another one?
Yeah, another one. Would you believe it? Alexa Bliss challenged by Naomi, who is feeling the glow right now. Is this Naomi's night?
No.
I'm going for Naomi.
No.
Why you go for Naomi?
I can't believe that Smoot is only 3 points behind me with shitty predictions like this.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Harsh, but I understand. I'm going to say Alexa.
Yeah, me too. I don't think this is the time for the Wicked Witch to be losing her belt.
Yeah, I'm going Alexa too.
Okay, Smoot's the odd one out there. Let's go with, because we're in the title match bit now, we're coming to the end of the show. Tag Team Turmoil, where American Alpha are defending against Breezango, the Ascension, the Usos, the Vaudevillains, and Beauty and the Man Beast. It's a lot of jobbers.
That is a lot. Well, you know, because the Ascension won on SmackDown, they're the obvious favourites going into this match.
They have the momentum,
They
even
really
though it's
do.
only the first match they've won in. God knows.
Does anyone else feel like when they watch the Ascension that they just want to shave Victor's hair?
No. You weirdo.
You're on your own there.
Seriously though, do you know what I mean?
No.
No.
It's like if Hulk Hogan decided that he wanted to grow really, really long hair down his back, just from the sides of his head.
That's what Baron Corbin's like.
No, it's not. No, look at Victor. That paint is like he's using the paint to like make a hairline, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And when he wets it, and all you see is the top of his. It's like everywhere you look, all you can see is scalp. It's like it's just strands of strawy hair in certain places. You just think, shave it off, you'll be fine.
I do think that about Neville. Because he has really like wet, stringy hair as well. It just doesn't look good.
I think he looks better now he's done his weird hairline with his like heel character.
With the undercut, the banging undercut. Yeah. So, I'm going to write you down for the Ascension here.
Excuse me?
Well, you just said Ascension and something about scalp, so I'm guessing you mean that they're going to win themselves
No.
there.
No.
No? No, it's not.
I'm gonna pick Breezango. No, I'm not.
I really
I'm
hope you're right now.
It's got to be American Alpha retaining, surely.
Look at the stream.
I'm going.
Look at the stream.
Let's see what's on the stream.
To go back to what
It did look a little bit plastic,
Yeah.
but I'm sure.
I'm
that-
not sure.
to go back to what
One of them looked mostly plastic,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure it's.
yeah.
Anyway. So we're all going American Alpha?
Yeah, I think so.
Smoot?
I don't know who's in the damn thing, but sure.
I just read it out. It's all of the tag teams on SmackDown. Except the Headbangers and the Spirit Squad.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Alpha, yeah.
Alpha. That makes all of us. So, that leaves us just with the main event, which is an Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title. So Cena is defending against former champion Styles, former champion Dean Goddamn Ambrose, former champion The Miz, and then Baron Corbin and Bray Wyatt.
I'm not quite sure which way to go on this one, to be honest, because the obvious choice is to put the title on Bray Wyatt for Randy Orton at WrestleMania. But then also you've only just put the championship on Cena. Then it would make sense for Cena to be at WrestleMania with the championship in a big profile match.
For Randy Orton.
However,
Up against for Randy Orton.
exactly, it's a Randy Orton as
Cena
number
and
one
Orton.
contender, which we're not going to see.
Cena, by the way, has over 5 times as many titles as the rest of the guys combined.
I'd love it if Baron Corbin won it.
Jeez.
No.
I've really enjoyed Baron Corbin in the last few weeks.
I like someone talking smack, but on the show when he's got to read the scripted stuff, it's horrible. And his hair. Don't you ever just like look at his hair and just want to shave it?
Yeah. I think what it is my mate ruined it when he said just look at his talking belly button.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he put the shirt on, that eliminated that, so I just started enjoying watching him instead of watching his belly button. But now you keep bringing up the hairline, so I'll probably be staring at that for a bit now. I'm going to say Bray Wyatt.
It's the obvious one. And that's usually a good bet.
But the thing is if they go through with all the plans, so the championship was on AJ, so in the end of January, the title switches to Cena, which then switches to Bray, and then
2
it's going to
weeks
switch
later.
to Randy Orton, possibly at Mania.
Yeah?
So you switched your title on every show you could.
Yeah.
It just sounds stupid.
They did it in 02.
But yeah, I think that's probably the
So
sensible
who
one.
are you going for, Beans?
I'm going to say Bray Wyatt.
I'm also going to say Bray Wyatt, not because it makes sense, but because it's what the rumor is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against the rumor.
Ooh. You're
Oh.
not a wrestling rumors guy.
No, no.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with Cena. Cena retains.
Cena wins lol. And Smoot?
Miz.
Miz. Not even Dean Goddamn Ambrose.
No. Miz.
Miz.
Is there a shout as well that AJ wins it back? Because that at least leads to AJ versus Orton.
That would be good.
I just don't want to believe the rumor because I think it's a terrible idea.
And also, Will, if Cena wins, how do you not get Orton and Cena at Mania?
I don't know. To be honest, I'd sacrifice that. I'd sit through Cena and Orton.
Extra long toilet break at WrestleMania.
To be fair, I know we've seen it over and over again, but they've had decent matches, so it wouldn't be-
18 times!
it wouldn't be terrible.
Is that all only 18? Or is that just pay?
That's pay-per-view main events for the championship. 18 times.
Wow.
Yeah,
Greatest rivalry of our generation.
Why not 19?
Biggest rivalry that probably anyone will ever fucking have.
Why not 19?
well, yeah, exactly.
Why not 20?
Making history.
To be fair, if I'd rather see that than Wyatt Orton.
See, the thing that gets me is they're talking about Orton and Wyatt being a really, like, obviously being penciled in for Mania for the championship. And, you know, like, they're almost building it as if it's like this big thing that Orton's infiltrated the Wyatts and it's all building to this one big match. This all started with Orton v Wyatt. It's not something we haven't seen. It'd be alright if it was something that we hadn't seen, but we have.
That's true. And you know, the other guy's coming back soon. Eric Rowan's coming back soon.
Could he help Luke Harper beat Orton?
That's what I was thinking before. Harper could beat Orton and then set up something bigger. And then, well, no, maybe Wyatt would be left with Harper and Rowan if AJ won and did the Orton thing.
Ed's just put in the chat, Orton and Cena will fight for the first time ever at WrestleMania 33.
Well, that is true, and that's the kind of thing WWE say a lot.
Once in a lifetime. Well, it's like they did on bloody SmackDown the other week for the first time ever on SmackDown Live. Yeah, the word live being introduced just to make sure. Just because there might be somewhere in history where they may have faced each other on a SmackDown.
First time ever on a Tuesday SmackDown.
Yeah. First time ever. At the end of the first hour in a show.
First time ever with Charles Robinson as the referee.
Yeah, all the possibilities of WWE making history is phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, if you did do Styles winning with Orton, you could do Wyatt with Harper. Then you could do that mixed tag shit with Cena and Miz and the girls. I still don't know where that leaves Dean goddamn Ambrose. He's got nothing. Baron Corbin, you think... I know they're going to do that Battle Royal thing with Baron Corbin. It seems like one of the big names is going to be left out, whatever you do.
Do you think Orton, Ambrose is IC champion? So you...
That's true, yeah. He could do the ladder match or whatever it is they're going to do with that. But who's that going to be with? There's no one on SmackDown. There's going to be Hawkins and Cruz, Kalisto, Ziggler, I guess. God, that's lame.
So, if... I don't know what they're going to do with Cena, because if Cena loses the title in the Chamber, is owed a rematch.
Well, isn't Styles owed a rematch?
Styles is still owed a rematch. This is what also makes me wonder whether Cena's going to retain, just so they can at least do Cena and Styles.
You see, what worries me, if Cena loses this horrible rumour that this tag match.
And plus also, we've been mentioning before about Nikki's attack possibly being career-ending. And the rumour is apparently that Nikki's next surgery, she's feeling pains and things, and she is considering taking a long time off. So they're playing up a retirement storyline at Mania.
I'd rather see Cena Orton than this tag match.
So far, there's nothing interpromotional set up.
Yeah,
so, I'm thinking if AJ is the guy left out on this side, and let's say Seth Rollins comes back and does the Triple H thing, Reigns presumably got Undertaker, then what's Samoa Joe doing?
He's kind of fucked because, you know, he injured Seth Rollins, and that was like those two were gonna go at it, but with Rollins on the shelf, I mean, he's just gonna be like floating around for the next like 6-7 weeks,
And beyond, because like even even if Rollins had been okay, they'd done the Samoa Joe match at Fastlane.
Right.
What does he do at WrestleMania?
Have a match with Rollins.
Well, Triple H is having the match with Rollins.
Do you know
true.
what? What if? A bit worrying, but what if Seth isn't 100%, but they still want to give him the match? They turn it into a tag team match, and they make it Triple H and Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins and someone.
Holla, holla, holla.
Sami Zayn.
Wow. I was just thinking if Styles is
Finn
the
Balor?
SmackDown guy left out, maybe Samoa Joe's the guy on Raw left out. Hey, we could have magic.
Finn Balor could be a good choice, yeah.
I'm going to say you can also hear as well if they're going to set it up, Seth Rollins saying that if he's got to face both of them, he wants someone who knows how to beat Joe, and then Finn comes out.
Or Nakamura.
Ooh.
Don't say things like that.
Bobby Roode.
Oh, do not say things like that.
It would be glorious. It would be glorious. Not as glorious as this future classic of a match of Mojo Rawley and Kurt Hawkins here.
What? Just stop it.
AJ versus Mojo.
The worst bit is every time that you send me, it's not even our nice picture. It's just the horrible picture from WWE where they're like, just the two profile pictures from because they don't deserve anything else. Oh, I swear on that picture of Naomi, that outfit she's wearing, she looks like she should be in Austin Powers.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's an eyesore.
WWE will want to push Balor for Mania for the entrance. That's true. I've been wanting that for a long time now. Same as Bray Wyatt. He thought that entrance is made for WrestleMania. Then they did it, and it was great. So I'm sure Balor's entrance for WrestleMania will be pretty special.
I always wanted when Bray Wyatt came out at Mania that there were going to be like hundreds of people on the stage, like all carrying lanterns with sheet masks as followers, kind of thing for him. But instead, they went with some creepy, like zombie scarecrows. It was still cool though.
I want them to do what I think it's Coldplay gives all the fans them bands when they get on their concerts, and they should do that. But I'm guessing there's money. It costs too much money.
Bands, what like glow sticks?
Yeah.
No, it's like, well, yeah, I suppose it's like a glow stick, but it's they wear it and it changes colour to whatever's happening.
Yeah, God forbid.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, God forbid WWE spends money. It's not like they're $1 billion company.
That'd be Vince's dream. Like every fan in that audience has an LED.
Well, yeah, it's doable.
They did it at the Super Bowl as well this weekend for the halftime show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Best place I've seen it was actually the Olympics in London.
So I was thinking, wasn't there like something on each seat or something like that?
Yeah.
There was like a little LED panel.
They did it with the Olympics stuff where they actually had it built into like the arms of the chairs or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The SmackDown title picture is looking a lot more unpredictable in some ways than the Raw one. But there we go.
If all the rumors are true, then AJ gets left out unless they do the Shane match.
Ugh.
You
know, it always. Yeah, whenever I think of AJ versus Shane McMahon, I kind of think back to like Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. And I was like, I remember because that was the first one that Mania that I was attending, and the whole reason why we decided to go to WrestleMania is because of Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle the year before, saying we've got to do this. And then when we went, it was like, I can't believe that the time we're going, he's facing Vince McMahon.
Ended up being pretty good for what it
Yeah,
was.
no, it was really. It was a fun thing, but it just makes you think back, like, and I'm thinking, you've got AJ who is in the absolute prime of his career, and I really don't want to see him versus Shane. I want to see him in a 5-star match. I want him to have that Angle moment. I want him to have. I mean, I know he faced Jericho last year, but I just really do want to see him face someone that is gonna steal the show. Really.
Well, that's what they. Again, other rumors is that someone WWE, presumably Vince, knows that New Japan had that 6-star match in January, and they want to do as good a match as they can at WrestleMania. You think AJ is the guy to do that?
Yeah, but Vince thinks that Roman Reigns and Undertaker will be the one to do that.
Well,
It's gonna be great. He's gonna kick out of 5 tombstones. They'll be going nuts.
yeah, you might be right there.
God.
So, yeah, AJ with Samoa
Smoot just
Joe.
died a little on the
A
inside.
little bit, yeah.
AJ with Balor, if Balor can come back soon enough.
Yeah, that'd be cute. I mean, you can do it even so quite loosely with WrestleMania. If AJ, loses in the chamber, he has a match with whoever afterwards on the SmackDown, and he loses his rematch or whatever, or he gets screwed out of it or something, and he can come out and say that he's owed the championship and he hasn't got anyone. Then you could have Finn Balor come out or something on SmackDown, and you've got an interpromotional match, and it'd be a great match. I don't think Finn would be too disappointed if he got to wrestle AJ at Mania.
No. How would Gallows and Anderson play into that?
Oh yeah, they could do something, couldn't they? Maybe they'll do the curtain call at the end of it.
Curtain call, my God. Oh my God.
But the good thing is it's a lot different than last year's WrestleMania, where last year they were scrapping to get anything that they could onto the card because they had that many injuries, and this year they've pretty much got everyone they want, hopefully. And they're, they've just got to figure a way of using the talent best, really.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think that pretty much covers it. We've got Elimination Chamber in the books there. Did we all do our predictions on that last one?
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Me and Beans going with Wyatt, Will's going with Cena, Smoot with Miz for some reason.
Yeah, forgot about on this thing. I'm gonna.
That would be a swerve.
I was just gonna say, one time it's got to happen. Mind you, no, it did. It happened at WrestleMania for Smoot, didn't it? With Zack Ryder winning the Intercontinental title.
Hey,
Yeah,
you never know.
I can't believe you got that.
You never know.
So whatever Smoot's picking at WrestleMania, I'm gonna copy probably. He has a WrestleMania knack. So yes, that's Elimination Chamber, and that will be coming tomorrow night on the WWE Network.
I'm predicting you're gonna do terrible, Beans, in the game.
I probably will. Thanks for
Let's
that.
see, you've gone for very different picks actually.
Yeah.
5 of the 8 you've gone for different things. So yeah, could happen.
Yeah, so I forget you, Chuck, 'cause I know you've won it. It's me versus Smoot now. I don't want to be last.
So
you know you
for
can't
me?
win. You're not even gonna try.
I thought you were coming for me.
Well, I was going to, but then I'm thinking about what predictions I've made.
Fair point.
And my track record speaks for itself at the minute, so there you go. We'll see. So that'll be tomorrow night. So we'll obviously be back next week to be reviewing the show, and I'll probably be crying at how poorly I've done, and Smoot will probably be dancing. Just before we do go, Ed did send us a question before the show started.
Oh.
He did say, quick question for the show. Do you think Joey Ryan could work in WWE? Do you think it could be as effective, or do you think he could be as effective without the sleaze gimmick? I'm not sure if everyone's aware of his gimmick, but
I think we all know.
for anyone that doesn't, he basically, how should I describe it? Chuck, you might be better worded on this.
He had. Oh God. How do you explain that?
He could
The world's strongest member.
He could totally. Joey Ryan could totally work for WWE. I mean, they got him right there, in the form of Tyler Blake.
Tile Blake.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
Let's not mention the spelling mistake.
I was just gonna say, huh? Oh dear.
All right. Can't all be perfect, can we?
Well.
You've also managed to get both names wrong.
Right.
He's called Bait.
Oh.
Tyler Bait.
What did I call him?
Blake.
Tile Blake.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the name if you ever signed for TNA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear, never mind.
It was done in a hurry.
It was, but that's funny. I'm just making sure now.
Yeah, here's Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Young Master Bate.
See?
Probably what William Regal would call him.
Younger Joey Ryan right there in the making.
So, I'm not quite sure if we've answered the question, but there it is. Yeah, he's definitely not going to make that gimmick work in a PG setting, but he's definitely managed to find a niche. But there we go.
I don't know that he would. Without the gimmick, he doesn't stand out at all.
No.
He didn't have exactly the same gimmick when he was in TNA. He was still kind of sleazy, but it wasn't as much. And he was just a guy.
To be honest, if he was in WWE right now and he tried to keep it a version of it that met the standards, you'd probably be looking at Noam Dar.
Alicia Fox.
He did it again this week. That's the other highlight of Raw.
Yeah.
And he says it when he doesn't even need to. It's like that's how he says the name.
I was a bit worried about how he said it on Raw this week, though, because he's aware of how it's over now.
Yeah, that's his thing now.
So he kind of like put a bit of stink on it this week.
A bit of stink.
All right, Steve Austin.
Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, I think we'll leave it there. We've gone quite long this week.
Did we? Oh yeah, an hour and a half.
Lots of
Wow.
stuff going on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much for listening, everyone. You can follow the show on Twitter at the IWC Radio. Use the hashtag IWC Radio if you want to send us a question, like Ed did this week. We'll be back next week where we will be going through the show, the Elimination Chamber. We'll be having a look at the results. Thank you very much if you've listened to us live on YouTube. If you've listened to us via podcast on iTunes or any other means of podcast, then thank you very much. We'll be back next week. Have a good week, and we will see you then.